Hi, Bernd. It's Jim. Just going over a couple of features that were added. Sorry I didn't get this out to you earlier. I just been on several different projects trying to get several different things done. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Uh, but at any rate, I added the feature that'll allow you to import and export the configuration. Basically, I made it the system settings menu item, pop up a sub menu. You can open it just like you did before, or you can export your configuration. So if I make a folder called burnt configuration and I save it, it saved everything to that folder. I'll just go ahead and open that up, and basically it saved the current digrep DAT file you're using and the XML files. So let's say I change something here. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Let's deselect that valve. Let's delete an output. Let's delete valve 1's outputs, and let's delete valve 1's inputs, and I save it to the digrep DAT file. If I want to re-import that re-import that configuration, I'll just go back to Burnt's configuration, reload everything, and it should be back to normal, or back to the configuration that you saved. Now, what the application will do, if I go down to the application folder, in the import archive folder, what it basically does is instead of just overwriting what you have, it's going to make a backup, and it's going to put it in this import archive folder. So it made a backup of the XML files and the digrep file that you were using, and then it overwrites it. So you have a way to go back, and that's that. So another thing that I wanted to show you, and I think this is the preferred method of configuring the whole body shop, is basically you can scan all the ePlan files at once. And basically, if you got I have your folder of ePlan files. Well, let me start that again. If I go to Tools, ePlan Scan, and Scan All, and I select the folder containing all the ePlan files, it'll go through them all, and it'll tell you that 4 files were exported and I had 0 errors. So let me go to system settings really quick. If you go to scan settings, you can define your export ePlan folder. You can define whether to purge the export folder so that you don't have like basically it'll wipe out everything. And if we go to that export ePlan folder, basically it's gonna have all your exported digrep files. And what it's doing is it's gonna name the folder the name of the ePlan file and put that ePlan file's exportation in it. If you have export errors, it's going to spit out a file describing all the export errors. I'm going to just delete all this, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let's say I delete this state action. It'll cause an error, right? So if I go here, let me get rid of that. If I go here and I scan all again, it's reporting 1 error. It's obviously looking for that state action. If I go to my ePlan export folder and go to my export errors folder. It's going to have the same kind of information as when you open up an individual ePlan file and try and import it. So basically, the objective here if I want to whittle this down. So if I have 500 robots, 500 ePlans, you know, my first run I may have like, 50 errors. So I'll go look at all the error files for those 50 robots. I'll come into my system settings, modify my configuration, run the ePlan scan again, and my errors should diminish. So that's pretty much scan mode. And Kevin told me that you're supposed to be around sometime before the year ends, so I hope to see you then. I'll talk to you later. Bye.